be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Soldier Field, Packers 24, the Bears becoming 10 since 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's a week 9 matchup set for the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
To the regular season down. One of the final two bringers as we're off in week 9. Let's take it in at the line. And just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now, Tua Tagovailoa is set to lead his Dolphins offense for the first time.
I love today's NFL because it's high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. Not eliminating all that last play. 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage, and almost 400 big-time game.
Now, meanwhile, Preston should have been intercepted. One touchdown holding incomplete. Those might be injuries that these Charles County's guys missing. They've been able to keep that actually line so far.
That just shows the depth of their roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when they're the first. So there's depth. This team has a bunch of those guys. And so we got to be good at the game this week.
Here's Tagovailoa on the screen. This is Evans. And he was in charge of the back to the 24.
Do some defensive shit there. Read their keys. Saw this screen developing.
And smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ball start.
No jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when they're setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Igbinoghene elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Two-way the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
59 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rolling to his left.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Igbinoghene elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 27. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert once more. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. 2nd and 9 from the 44. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's got room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
first down. They run again. Here's Montgomery. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Herbert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. After the turnover, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And the turnover, a huge break. They'll start 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Tua going to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there at first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Montgomery running right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Edmonds. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to pass. Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. On first down, Tagovailoa going right back to Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And now here is another interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll go again with Herbert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So it's the Bears who come away with the victory. And that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there.